The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that the GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
You know, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
You were broken skull and bones to secret society.
You should show us.
The social
Do you reckon it's invasive?
There you go.
Yeah, man. I love it. I go, Nammers. I go, how insulting. They're at an Aboriginal park having a party on their land, calling it Australia Day. Like, you dogs.
You reckon they gave the, you know, at the start of it, they gave that we recognise the original owners of this land?
Oh, the Wat and Judy.
Yeah. I'm serious.
Nemajura. Like,
We recognise the original owners of this land, but, go fuck yourselves. Either which way, nothing's going to change.
Really struggling with this mic, boys.
What are you doing?
Oh, no, here we go.
Sort yourself out, man. That's fine, as long as it's... Yeah, that's all right.
I don't want the mic touching the
No,
material.
it doesn't matter. Just as long as it's... You can't hear you anyway.
I don't want it muffling my sweet, sexy chords.
I was just going to say, I can't hear you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Shut up.
Did you see Turnbull's address? Did you read it?
It's going to be fun.
I didn't hear it. I don't know if you read it out loud. No, it's his message, yeah? I read it this morning. You haven't...
Is this an Australian Day message?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't heard it.
I won't read all of it, but he starts off with, on Australia Day, whether we are...
Can you try and do his voice as well?
Who, Turnbull?
Yeah.
What's Turnbull's voice like?
Look at his voices.
I've only heard him I've only heard him talk like 3 times.
On Australia Day.
No, yeah, he's like... It's joining an Australian Day ceremony. Or just relaxing at home.
Not bad, not bad.
He's just that... Yeah.
I believe it.
It's a chance to celebrate what we love about Australia. Oh, that's what I had to read. Well, this is what made me laugh, like, the most. It just did the first opening paragraph, man. It was 4:30. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm, like, trying to get ready for work. And this is what I read. On Australia Day, whether we are around the barbie with family and friends, watching the cricket or the tennis, joining an Australia Day ceremony, or just relaxing at home, it's a chance to celebrate what we love about Australia. Like, really? I was at work.
That's just...
I was at work.
I was setting up a wedding for a Jewish family.
I did a midnight shift.
I know, I got to work, I saw his car, I'm like, oh, this poor cunt. It was like 6:45 when I got to work.
Thanks, Malcolm.
Yeah. And then I got my shift changed to 4 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hey, can I ask for a massive favour? Can I just turn that fluoro light off because it's burning my eyeballs a little bit?
Yeah, actually, I'm tired too, man. It's probably a good idea.
Burns! Oh, that's much better. Now it's nice and ambient in here.
In that second when he stood up, his pants just came off.
Oh, my eyes just light up.
I turn around to grab a mic or something. He leans around to, like, turn the lights off. We turn around, you're naked at the table.
Just like nothing's happened, hey boys.
Yeah, seriously, man.
With a beanie on.
Yeah. Do you remember the last time you celebrated Australia Day?
I've never actually celebrated Australia Day. As in, never had a barbie or never had
Even just had the day off.
No.
Back in the day, I did.
Do you know when was the last time?
Ah,
Probably when you started working with me?
around that time, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Dude, I went to the showroom this morning, and I got on the road and I was half asleep. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving. I'm like, why are there so many fucking cyclists on the road? And there's not that many cars. And I see people walking down the road with Australia flags. I'm like, why are they waving Australia? It didn't even occur to me that it was Australia Day.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And then I put the radio on because I was listening to Metallica all the way through. And I put the radio on. It's like, oh, happy Australia Day. I was like, okay.
Did you see that ad? You would have seen the ad for Lamb or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, they've got the.
So yeah, what'd you think of it?
Yeah.
I only saw the ad like once on my phone, like
Just another lamb ad. Like,
I liked how it's like.
Did you find it offensive?
I like how it celebrated all the cultures together and shit. That was cool, but it's kind of like tells a lie, right?
Yeah.
Media lying.
Well,
Like they didn't turn up and party.
did you see?
It's a party with guns, not fucking
Yeah, man.
fireworks and shit.
Yeah, I thought two things. Did you see Pauline Hanson come out about it?
No.
Pauline Hanson came out firing about that ad, and I died just at a response because I saw her response before I actually saw the ad itself. It was messed up, man. She came out and she's like, I gotta find it.
She wants to ban the burqa now in Queensland too.
Oh, she's over it, man.
Ban the burqa!
I think you might have to do a search job for this, man.
Yep, talk to
She
me.
came out and she was saying stuff like,
Get your greasy mitts on the phone, stat man.
Alright, I've got my hands lubed up and ready to go, mate.
it's a lube.
Natural lubed. Just
sweat.
Sweaty.
Okay, so...
Did you find it? The comments?
So what actually is it? So it was...
It was just Pauline Hanson's response to that thing because I saw it on TV. I actually took some notes down. Like
So she's
I wrote
obvious-
down like to get the actual quote out because it was just doing my head in. It was ridiculous, man.
So she's obviously against the ad.
Yeah, she said something like, she was. Oh, what did she say? She said that the ad itself was almost like discriminating against her being Australian because it had all the multicultural elements to
It's
it.
too politically correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how is it politically correct? Because it's trying to show a semi-accurate representation of what happened.
So it says here the ad opens on a beach with two Indigenous Australians preparing to light up a barbie.
Yeah, that was the only thing that sort of annoyed me, that those Indigenous Australians looked like they weren't from Indigenous
They look like
tribes.
bogans. They look like
Yeah,
Australian.
they just look like, they look like Aboriginal bogans.
Yeah.
Where it's like, but everyone else was in character.
Yeah, why didn't they have paint on and stuff?
Well, yeah, it would have made more sense if they had at least some tribal paint on them and
Yeah, holding
more
a spear
relevant.
maybe.
Yeah, well, even if they were dressed like modern day,
Yeah.
at least have some element of Aboriginal culture to
Yeah,
it.
something there that's
Because
like,
if you didn't look, if the sound wasn't on, you would just think they were two, Bengalese dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
On the beach.
Exactly.
You'd have no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
The Indigenous guys lighting up the barbie before various settlers begin arriving by boat. The first fleet, the French, the Russians, Chinese, Greeks, and Italians, finally ending with the boatload of asylum seekers approaching the shore. And someone says, "Hang on, aren't we all boat people?" Former MasterChef Poe asks.
Yeah, that
and
the
cheers
Asian
from the
chick,
crowd.
the Asian chick.
Lamb, according to the MLA, is the most multicultural meat. What's multicultural about it? It's fucking lamb.
Yeah, because the Indians eat it because they don't eat beef.
They eat chicken.
Muslims eat it because they don't eat pork. Yeah, like it's multicultural because the most amount of cultures eat it. Like you'll find lamb curries, you'll find lamb stir fries, you'll find lamb in.
And I find it messed up that we're eating little baby fucking sheep.
Oh, the lambs.
Right? It's
Delicious.
Like, how many little babies have been slaughtered
Who cares?
for our for our taste bud pleasure?
Don't fuck with me right now.
How many
because
bolts-
You're not a vegetarian.
How many bolts went through little lambs'
You're
heads?
just playing devil's dick right now.
I am, but when
You're being devil's
Okay,
dick.
I am.
You're being a dick.
I am, but sometimes when I'm eating lamb, it just dwells on
Do
me.
you eat
that,
veal?
like, same thing when I eat it. I'm
What about
like,
the little chicken that got
damn, I'm eating
slaughtered?
a baby. This is fucked.
What about
Every
chicken?
time.
What about chickens that get slaughtered?
Like when you go to KFC, rip into an original
whatever.
fillet.
Well, for veal and lamb, it plays on my mind more because it's a baby that's been slaughtered,
Really?
taken away from its parents and slaughtered. Right?
It's still an animal. Like, doesn't matter what it is.
I know, but it's just like it's a baby.
All right, man.
I don't know. It's just anyway.
Okay.
I still eat it, but I'm just
We can
saying.
get back- we can get
I'm a little
back to
sensitive.
that.
I'm a little sensitive to it sometimes.
Yeah, Pauline Hanson said it was too politically correct, right? So what did she want? The accurate representation. Literally Brits landing here, slaughtering everything in sight, and keeping everyone in check until the 50s when the White Australia policy...
And then flash forward to 2017.
Yeah.
Get back to where you come from, dickhead.
Exactly. What does she want?
That's exactly what she
That's
wanted.
what I didn't understand. Like,
Yeah.
how is it... What do you... Like, this is a nice version of your history, you stupid mole.
Yeah.
Like, this is the nice version. You want the fucked up... Do you want the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Dude, seriously.
Mate, I'm telling
Am I
you. No, she's a dumb...
Dude, it's a stupid argument.
It's
Like,
the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
But of course,
But then-
she had to come out and say
Yeah,
something for
I thought
Australia.
about
though,
it. I'm like, maybe that's why she's so fucked up. Because she sees that ad and sees something too politically correct. Maybe that's why she's got that, like,
messed up kind of
that
conception
messed
of
up
what...
perception,
Yeah,
yeah.
of what's...
no grip on actual reality of what the hell's going on.
you know,
She was married to a Polish
it.
guy.
Yeah, that's
She was
it,
married to
yeah.
an immigrant.
Yeah.
So it's not like she doesn't know about immigration. Like,
Can you imagine,
She
can you
did,
imagine
but-
that wedding and that whole marriage, man?
Oh,
She gave
hideous.
birth to an ethnic baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, her child is not pure. It's not puro, man.
Yeah, not pure what, man? Pure
No.
white Australian.
Yeah.
Like, get fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Pure ginge.
Let me look up some Pauline Hanson children, man. Have you ever seen Pauline Hanson children? I've never.
I always assumed she just ate them.
Just black.
She just ate them. She just ate them.
Just a black kid with an afro.
Black with a red afro.
She's fucked.
So,
Adam Lee.
So while Nick,
I love it. So you got Adam and Lee Hansen, right? But her other two sons, Steven Zagorski and Big Tone Zagorski.
Big tone.
she hates her Zagorski children.
She cut him out of the will. Doesn't bring him to rallies. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, they just look like they're soccer hooligans, man.
You serious?
Dude, I'm over. They just look like wogs, man.
Soccer hooligans.
Dude, they just look like wogs, man. Like, they look nothing like her, man.
Poor Pauline. I just feel sorry for her now. Like,
No, fuck her.
Dude, they look nothing like her. That's the two Polish children. You would not say that's their mother.
Where?
Dude, that is not. They just look like soccer hooligans, man.
Yeah, they got that head.
That I'll sell you coke or I'm going to cleave your head in kind of.
Move your car off my nature strip head. Don't bark on my grass.
exactly.
Yeah, man.
So how do you boys feel about Australia Day being on today, the day of invasion?
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
All right, so it already is Australia Day, so should it be changed or should we just leave it and get past it, is the question.
As in, leave the day completely.
No, leave the day as it is, like 26th of January, and then we just get over all the shit and keep it that day. And
Can't get over that shit because that day. Hey, you know what I was thinking about?
do you know why I thought of this, though? Because I was listening to, like, some, like, elders, like Aboriginal elders, saying, like,
Yeah.
like they don't want it changed because it's, like, an opportunity for people to remember that, but to move on and live together in harmony sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, if they actually recognise
And I
it.
thought that was cool. Like,
But
I'm like, yeah.
it's never actually been recognised as that. That's what all the protests are for,
Yeah.
like to raise awareness of that. And they're just like, no, today's the day this country was founded, and we cook a snag and, you know, put it
really
on the barbie.
pounded.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that they're trying. I think that's what they're trying to raise.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing Australia. I reckon it's the best country in the world.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Like-
Dude, our podcast is all about Australia.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's not. It's just like what happened back in the day.
Yeah. No.
Just our dirty.
Yeah, like your relatives, like
It's funny
Isaiah
that-
Wildwright and stuff.
It's funny that he says that, right? Because
My dirty rellos.
Bush
Fuck you guys.
I didn't say anything he did.
No, I was talking to my relatives. Fuck you guys. Not you guys.
I was trying to think of like national days across the world and what they mean to the respective nations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, America's National Day is 4th of July.
Independence.
Yeah, Independence Day when they fought off the British, right?
Yeah.
So that was the mark of independence.
Out of here, damn vermin.
So that's theirs. Greece's national days are the 25th of March and then the 28th of October. They're both
Orchid Day.
Yeah, Orchid Day and
yeah.
25th of March is our War of
So,
Independence.
Oki Day, no day.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Remember?
you did, yeah.
When
us,
the guy came to
With
the
the Turk-
door.
us
and-
telling the Italian and German
Axis
army to fuck
forces,
off. Yeah?
Yes. That was
Our
really cool.
main national day is the 25th of March, and that's our Independence Day. It's the same as like
we got freed from.
we started the first war against the Ottoman occupancy in
Like, man, you know what? Fuck you guys, man.
1821.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think 1821.
Pretty much. Some guy named Spiro goes, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah. That's our. So I was trying to. I actually looked it up, but
And then everyone did the Zorba to celebrate.
oh my god, no! It sparked. You know what the irony of it is?
Yeah, 1821 to 1832.
What a reference, mate! 1821.
What, Zorba? Oh.
Lord's
Greek War of Independence, the Greek Revolution.
Yeah, that was the Greek War of Independence.
Location, the Balkans,
The
mainly
thing you
Greece.
got to take note of is once the Greeks were done, basically like they started splinter cells of independence. Yeah, like it started in was it Nafplio? Was the first? I think the first leg of the War of Independence started in Nafplio. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You
I
dickhead.
think you're on the money.
After that, there was one in Crete. Basically, just started uprisings.
Yeah,
So
no.
once the word got out,
Yeah.
they started uprisings. But the funny thing with Greeks is, I can't remember which famous historian said it. If you Google it, you'll find out. If you want to destroy the Greeks, just leave them alone. Because what would happen is they'd start an uprising,
Civil War, man.
they'd do a revolt, and then they'd start a civil war. Like, as in, all right, we're done fighting the Ottomans. Now you're pissing me off, so I'm going to fuck with you and your family.
You know, Greece were in a civil war. They put it on hold to go fight a war, and they said, "We'll come back to us.
We'll come back to it." Yeah.
So we're going to fuck these cunts up.
Me and Nick,
So we're cool for now.
dude,
Then.
me and Nick could be brawling for 2 years straight. Like our families going at it, towns. Then you rock up,
But don't fucking come against the Greek.
My bushranger boys turn up.
You could rock up, and at the start you'd be like, "What the hell's going on here?" And we'd tell you to fuck off, mind your own business. Then you'd be like, "No, fuck yous." Like they're killing each other. Like fuck it, we'll walk in.
Yeah.
I'll tell this guy, listen, relax. Let's take this cunt out,
And then we'll come back.
Take you out, and then we just go right back at it. That's Greeks.
So we'll
to a
take
T.
that out, and then we'll come back to civil war again.
And that's the problem with Greeks, man. They literally just go into civil war.
They live for fighting. It's live
They
for
got
war.
bored. They just got bored. Like, they're fucking.
I'm going to shoot my neighbour.
It's such a joke.
But if you look at Greece's history, all the way through to it's always been about war.
Yeah.
Everything to do with us. Even in families, we love to fight.
Yeah.
Like, there's not one calm Greek family. Every family will fight.
And that's why I always said we invented democracy just to give us the right to argue, man.
Yeah.
Just to give us like a political platform just to fucking argue.
You ever try
every
to
single
argue
day.
with a Greek woman?
Welcome to
Mate.
democracy, dude. Democracy is the right to argue, and no one can tell you you can't.
Nice.
And then it just boils over into civil war.
Civil war.
Enough of your shit.
There's a brick. Go fuck
I
yourself.
spent that long arguing, so I just launched
One
the
brick.
And then all out war. And it all started from that little brick.
It takes one brick. Fucking morons.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
What was I saying? Pauline Hanson?
No, I was saying what I was thinking about Australia Day and what it actually means, and if they were to change it, what would they change it to? Usually
May the
usually-
8th.
Mate.
Mate.
Just
Mate.
mate.
That's a day and a half, man.
I can't claim that. I saw it on Facebook.
Hey, but that'd be
That's
sick.
funny, though.
That'd be awesome, though.
Yeah.
When is it?
Mate.
When's your national day?
Mate.
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 That'd be
That's
sick.
mad.
Yeah,
That's
why
actually
not?
pretty funny.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty Australian to do it as well.
Mate.
You know what's cool? Doesn't matter like how many different cultures there are here. We all revert to like bogan lingo and bogan way of life. Just when it comes down to it, like all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love all like the Asian dudes at work. They get right on the like the
Oh, yeah.
like
they?
the bogan slang bandwagon. I love it. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh, hi, mate.
Just like fuck off, cunt. This is mad.
Yeah, man. That's Australia. Like we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Man, just see, fuck,
Talk to me.
dude. The thing in
Bourke
in the
Street.
city.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was just like, what the fuck are these cops doing? That was the first thing I said.
Did you?
Like just standing by watching him as he was doing burnouts, right?
The guy was doing burnouts.
It took 2 kids to go over with a baseball bat.
Did you see the kids that jump out? Like, this kid's like, fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
That was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were church dudes as well.
Yeah.
They were church
And they
guys.
jumped out and they started attacking this guy. Like,
You know what?
stop.
I thought to myself, where'd they get a baseball bat?
Yeah.
And then the news reports like they were over in the park playing baseball. I was like,
yeah,
were
I'm
they
sure
really?
they were.
Of course they were.
Were they
Mate,
really?
the bat dropped from the hoodie.
You had one of those extending poles,
Yeah.
the nightstick.
Yeah, they were at the park. Which park? There's no parks around there.
It's the Fed Square.
Fed Square, where are they?
No transit park.
There's no parks there. There's no parks on Flinders Street or anything like that.
I saw that, like, as it was happening, I was just like, why is this guy just doing doughies in the middle of, like, Flinders Street, and no one's doing anything?
And he was like hanging out in the window like he was a drift champion.
Well, did you realise beforehand?
Did you see the car he was driving?
Yeah, holding a VS or VR.
I think it was a VR.
Yeah.
Missing rear bumper.
Yeah. But did you see they were doing a news broadcast in the morning, and he was there,
Yeah, dude.
and he
In
was
the background.
swearing and
They
stuff.
were-
And
you know what it was? He just stabbed his brother. The cop, They were reporting on the stabbing, and he pulled up and
he's
started
like,
Behind the news reporter,
started hooting him,
waving his hat and shit. Yeah.
It's like, are you out of your mind? And the thing is,
Great detective
I
work.
did, I
there,
did
boy.
some, I did some research on it, and I tracked down some of his family members on Facebook.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. Dude, I went full deep. Found his auntie.
How many mutual friends did you have?
I didn't have any mutual friends, but I found his auntie was saying something about the brother that got stabbed, Angelo, his name, and he slashed him up real bad.
Yeah, 'cause he's
almost
gay.
died because he's gay.
Yeah, he's a
And
homophobe.
then he was going nuts, and his brother apparently tried to stop him, and then just absolutely slashed him up, man. His own brother.
Yeah, but man, the whole thing. I saw the videos of the chase and whatever. Dude, get 2 divvy vans and fucking pincer
Ram
him
it.
in. and you're done.
Ram the driver's side door.
OH&S first, OH&S first.
Yeah.
You know what?
So fucking coddled.
I'm
this
sorry,
fucking
man,
country.
but if you become a cop, you know what the risks are, man.
Yeah.
You're literally taking your life into your own hands to protect everyone else.
To serve and protect.
Exactly. No, we want to make sure every officer gets home safe.
What about the 10-year-old girl and the baby that
and the
passed?
baby.
But I think the law as well, right, has to take him into consideration. Like, they have to make sure he's going to be okay as well. So
Yeah.
he gets, like, a fair trial. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Dude, the
so
guy
coddled.
is doing donuts in Fed Square. He's already slashed his brother up.
Yeah. Like, who cares what you do to him? Like, seriously.
Fucking just pincer the cunt in.
Yeah.
You know they had him on the Westgate?
Get it? Yeah, and that's the other thing.
They had him on the
I
Westgate.
was talking about it with a few heads at the christening on Saturday.
They actually pulled him over or something.
No, he had his missus as a hostage. He's speeding along the Balti.
She's pregnant.
Yeah, speeding along the Balti. She managed to escape, and he took off. Like, he didn't stop. Like, she jumped out or whatever, and he just took off, like, headed into the city. He's on the Balti. Block every fucking exit. Line up some strips. Get some divvy vans and just fucking ram him off
Do
the
you reckon
road.
in the States...
Theft Auto style.
Yeah. You reckon in the States that would have happened?
Nah.
Mate, these guys would have rammed his car.
Yeah.
And just rolled it over. They would have... They
In the
maneuvered.
States, we would never have gotten into the CBD.
No.
And if it was there doing doughies, it wouldn't have lasted longer than 10,
Mate,
20
they would have
seconds.
got out of that car, they would have shot him.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Dude, lob a tear gas grenade into the fucking car.
They were literally just watching,
They
weren't
were
they?
watching him. Like, oh, let's just see what he does. He's doing enough, man.
Let's see how this pans out.
Yeah, like, literally, they're just sitting there, like, waiting. Dude, I said it, mate, grab a
Eating
fire
popcorn.
extinguisher.
Launch it through his windscreen.
And
Just
blast
blind him.
him.
Yeah.
Blast him with a fire extinguisher.
I was
He
going to
wouldn't-
throw it straight through the
Dude,
windscreen.
He wouldn't be able to see. He wouldn't be able to see. He wouldn't be able to breathe. He'd be having coughing fits. He'd be blinded. He'd literally lose control of the car. He'd jump out. Like, or he'd just ram himself into a building.
Into a fence or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These fucking idiots sat around.
They
You know what? And they
Sold-
followed him into the Bourke Street.
like it was a
it's-
fucking funeral procession, man. Or
man.
the president's motorcade.
Well, Ren's friend, Kelly, was there.
Yeah.
And she had to jump out of the way.
Shit.
And she went home because she was like all shaken up and stuff. She was fucked.
Dude.
That'd be a horrific scene, man.
Yeah, dude,
Oh my
she
God.
she was like, this is...
Yeah, disgusting.
No, it's fucked. And then, you see, the coppers came out. The coppers came out to try and save face. They're like, "Oh, our hands are tied. We want the laws changed so we
Mate,
can."
fucking kill him.
It's like, mate, you know what? If I'll be fucking honest. It's not me being a hero. If I was in that situation, man, I was a copper in that thing. I would have literally said, "Fuck the fucking system." Grabbed like a fire extinguisher. Done whatever I had to do to get that cunt down.
And
man.
no one's going to hate you
you
for
know
that.
what?
They're
Yeah,
going to love
take me
you.
to court and sue me.
Yeah.
No.
Throw me in jail for what, man? Saving the day.
You could sort of see where it was going to go. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't...
All you
These
think
people
is
are
just come to
trained
his senses
and just
put
get out and be like,
put the
"Sorry,
hazards
guys."
on, handbrake up,
Yeah.
and just come out.
Come out
Come out and
slowly.
go, look, I'm really sorry,
Look,
guys.
fellas, yeah, I'm out of fuel. Let's just have a chat now, yeah?
Yeah, look, I'll come down to the ground, put my hands behind my back, just cuff me, and we'll have a chat.
He was off his fucking face.
He was on ice.
And he was known to cops.
Is that what it was? He was on drugs?
He was on
Wasn't it?
bail.
He was on bail.
Yeah.
How did he get bailed?
Yeah, the guy that gave him bail resigned.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he did.
Was it a drug-fueled incident?
Off his it was a user.
It was prancing of... People are saying it was like Islam hate. Listen, at the
guy
end of
was-
the day, he was a drugged fuck junkie
yeah, from
that
the
had
flash.
serious issues, man.
Yeah.
Like, and on bail. With some serious offences beforehand. Like, serious offences. How he was out,
Yeah, how was that fuckwit out that killed Jumar?
Yeah.
How are any of these cunts
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
It's the Australian fucking laws, right?
They just slip through the cracks. How can they slip through the cracks? I was reading something the other day, man. There was it was about another one of these cold case murder things, yeah? Like, yeah, you know, some girl got abducted, killed or whatever. The guy that did it had already killed someone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he served his time.
There's so many
what
of
the
those.
fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with you people?
Yeah.
You know what my solution is? With these kind of people? Build a big-ass fucking jail in the middle of the desert. We've got deserts here, man.
Actually, that's something.
We spoke about this on earlier episodes.
We've got
we
so much land.
We talked about it with, you see the juveniles that escaped from that.
How do 13 or whatever it is escape, steal cars?
They beat the shit out of a security guard.
Yeah, at midnight, the right near our work, dude, was all like full of cops and shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they landed in Mulgrave.
Yeah.
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 What? Yeah, they drove from Bendigo or Ballarat or wherever they're
Like
from.
there were like 100 cops.
Yeah, they all got to
Just everywhere.
to Mulgrave. They got as far as Mulgrave. How funny is that?
Decent stretch.
Yeah, man. It's still a 2-hour
Well.
drive, 2.5.
But that's what I'm saying.
Kudos.
Like, these little fucks, you know what? Put them in a fucking adult jail. Put them. If they're older than 15, 16, put them in. They want to act like little heroes.
They only, what's it called? They only slap those sort of fines on people or like sentences when it's relevant. They want to make a point. The same day as that kid, as that dumb cunt in the CBD, some kid on ice out in like the southeast broke into a car, smacked up, whether it was on ice or whatever, and then stole a car and slammed it into like a parked truck or something. 17 years old, right? I only heard it on that news break. I haven't heard it since. I haven't seen anything in the papers. Nothing.
Not as hot.
You know what they called
not
it?
as hot right now.
The 17-year-old boy. You know what I mean? You know what he looked like? Straight bogan, covered in tats at 17 or whatever, like on fucking ice. Yeah, you know what, man? If it was a 16-year-old Sudanese dude, he'd be a 16-year-old teenager with a history from something.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
he's part of Apex straight away.
And it would be in the news for the next fucking 6 weeks.
He'd be on the front page next to the CBD driver.
And then that drive up photos from S11.
They're getting cramp. Jesus, dude.
Yeah?
He smashed the shit out of it.
Did he?
Dude.
Oh,
Is that the one?
Yeah, man.
he
In
must have
Cranbourne.
been driving at some pretty high speeds.
Yeah. 17-year-old Cranbourne boy. Now he's a boy. Anyone else would have been a teenager. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guarantee you Google an article, just Google the words Sudanese, Hampton Park, Melbourne, and it'll be
All right, let me just do
a teenage boy, a teenage man
Yeah.
from...
Thug.
Yeah, a criminal.
Hardened thug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fugitive, like,
Yeah.
just a menace to society. Is that bias or is that bias, dude? Like,
It is,
come on,
it
man.
is, dude. It is.
A 17-year-old boy, paint him out like he's just from the wrong side of the tracks. You know, Timothy wasn't always like this. He was well-spoken and he concentrated.
You know
in
what comes
school.
up? Fucking Apex in the city running riot. That's what comes up. Them running riot in the city.
Yeah.
They don't say boys.
What did you Google?
It says Sudanese. I put 17 Sudanese Melbourne. And it comes up with Sudanese Apex gang run riot in Melbourne.
Yeah, aren't they teenagers?
Yeah, like 15-year-olds.
But, you know, meth heads from Pramburn, 17-year-old boy. Yeah.
Young cranny lad.
He just got hooked
Confused
up
young cranny lad.
wrong people, just the wrong time.
Wrong crowd he was in.
Just...
I love my boy. I shouldn't have let him go.
Oh, fuck. Shut up, mum! His cat's on 17, he's getting a new tat done. Like, no worries, man. How's that sleeve going, Timothy? You know what I mean? Do you know what I love seeing, man? I see, it's really rare because you generally don't see him out. But sometimes you get a glimpse of it. You see like a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old angst-ridden like kid from like Pramburn.
I call them depressed teens.
Yeah, or Packy or something. You know, like out that way, officer specs. Yeah. And they've got like the beanie, they got like tats. You know what I mean? You're like, what? They look like they're roughed up, but the parents
Just looking at Johnny.
the parents, dude, are completely clean and just
Church-going folk.
yeah, like hard.
Yeah.
You just see him at shopping centres.
They shop at
And they're
IGA.
trying to communicate with the kid. The kid doesn't want to be there. He's like looking at his phone.
Yeah.
Just wants to walk off. And just cracks his shits and eventually leaves.
We'll call him Bobby.
Oh,
Bobby Bananas? I don't care, Mum. Fuck off.
Bobby, try this shirt on. It'll look really good on you.
Fuck off, Mum!
I don't know, man. It's fucked. But that guy, man, that fucking guy for the Greek cunt, what's he going to get? They're trying him down for murder. Technically, it wasn't murder. He was driving with the intent to cause
Structure. Like, yeah.
Like, there's 100 ways. Look at this way. If it was anyone else, there's 100 ways they could spin it. Like 100 ways to get a sentence reduced, or like even the sentence that they're throwing at him, right? They're charging him for murder. He was driving recklessly in the CBD. I'm pretty sure they've put that sentence out before on 1 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the actual thing? Something driving? Reckless driving?
Reckless driving.
With the intent to
endanger.
endanger and harm.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah, but they're outright putting him in for murder.
I'll tell you something, though. One thing that, when he gets to prison, they are not going to like him in there.
Oh, no.
The child killer, mate. They're going to kick, rape the shit out of him.
I'm not asking for a lighter sentence. I'm not asking
No,
for
no, not at all.
I'm just saying, isn't it fucking interesting?
Yeah.
They're trying
They're gonna
for
spin
murder
it.
off the bat.
Yeah.
Off the bat. Meanwhile, dude, Martin Bryant, how long did his case go for? And they had to fight for it?
Yeah.
Seriously. It wasn't murder.
And he's just locked up in a psycho.
He's in a psycho realm.
Yeah.
Ward. He's just going to be there for, you know. That's what pisses me off, man. His country is so fucking chalk and cheese on like this sort of shit. It's only because you know what? They know they fucked up. That's what it is. Because the magistrate, whoever fucking bailed him, has already bailed himself. Just disappeared off the radar, like stepped down. All the coppers came out straight away and said, "Oh, we want the laws changed to free us up because we're sick of, you know, policing with our hands tied behind our backs and blah, 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 like chained up, blah, blah, blah. We have too many rules and regulations." They're saying that to save face because they don't want to look like fucking pussies.
Yeah.
What they should be doing is looking at the two dudes that just went out on a limb and said, "Fuck this, man. This nut job needs to be stopped."
Rammed his car.
Yeah.
One on one side, one on the other, and pinned him in.
Yeah.
Like, and what is he going to do? He's going to get out of the car and he's going to try and run.
And that's what
when
they're
you
doing.
shoot him in the back of the neck.
And that's the thing. They're all in damage control now because they've got to show that they're going to teach this ice junkie a lesson. You know what I mean? He's going to be put away for the rest of his life. Fuck. Dude, you're bailing murderers, man.
Yeah.
Say that to Jill Ma's family, you know what I mean?
And her husband and...
Yeah, and all the Jill Mars, like everyone. All of them. Everyone who's been killed by someone that was out on bail or served 3-year suspended sentence for fucking aggressive assault and, you know, some other shit.
Not harsh enough, dude.
No.
We talked about it, didn't we? Like,
When Arthur was here.
If the penalties were a lot harsher, like...
No, they wouldn't laugh at us,
No,
man.
it wouldn't deter everything, but it would deter a lot of people, like, from... Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like, get fucked. Like, get fucked, man. The fact that Martin Bryant is still in prison in a 3-room dorm.
Yeah, getting...
Yeah, he's, like, by himself. Like, yeah, like...
Dude, he's got more amenities in there than I have.
Yeah.
Health insurance, you know what I mean?
Dental.
Yeah, dental, we've gone through this.
Yeah, man.
We went through this. Costs $120,000 or whatever a year to keep this prick alive.
Stress-free workout time.
Yeah, my cost of living is less than that. How the fuck did it end up like this, man? Throw him in a fucking hole.
They took away any worries that he has about money or anything like that.
He didn't give a shit to begin with.
But they just took that, like, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He just
No,
gets to
he just
chill.
worries
He
about
just gets to chill.
covering his asshole, and that's it.
But I'm pretty sure, like, he's, like, separated from people, so
Yeah,
it's like,
he's high risk.
He's
Yeah.
totally sweet.
Yeah,
Like,
I just put up an article about Martin Bryant. It says the caged monster.
Oh, so he hasn't been rehabilitated yet?
No, apparently he's bald, obese.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked, man.
yeah, we looked up a picture of him.
I think you were overseas, man.
He looked disgusting.
Yeah, it was
fucked.
definitely an episode when Arthur was on.
He looks fucked.
Oh, dude, he's done...
It's like real fucked up.
Dude, what has he been doing since 96? For 20 years, what has he been doing, man?
Eating, shitting,
Nothing.
and jacking himself off.
Checking
Sitting in a prison cell painting. Dude, they were trying to sell his paintings, his
Yeah.
artworks. He had a museum going.
A murderer.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter, man. We make you... And that... Dude, Mick at work came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you know, you'd want the fucking, you know, death penalty thrown at the head from the CBD, you know, from Bourke Street." I go, "What about him?" I go, "What about fucking Julian Knight?"
Yep.
Julian Knight's still chilling in a prison cell, like just doing whatever.
Oh, he's kicking it, man.
Yeah, and that's what I brought up to him. I go, Julian Knight, Martin Bryant, and fucking everyone else. It's just...
What this guy did was horrendous, but what Martin Bryant did was like 10 times worse than that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But they'd probably be having lunch together.
He preempted. That was preempted murder. As in, he knew what he was going to do. He got 3 life sentences plus 1,035 years. I don't get when they do that.
it's like a
Just
joke.
give him life in prison, like as in he'll never get out. That's it.
Dude, that case would literally be like, yeah, we've got video of you doing everything you did. I don't give a shit what your reasons are. Case dismissed.
That's it.
Send him to the box. Feed him a rat once every 4 days.
Julian Knight, 7 life imprisonment terms.
They should have it hard, dude. They should be made to work and like fucking. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they should be made to like
to fucking work harder than we
to
all
the
have to
fucking
work.
bone. Like,
Yeah.
because you're a piece of shit. Like you fucked with people, you deserve nothing. Like
Yeah.
just you know what I mean? Like
This isn't aggravated assault because you were defending your missus in a bar.
No.
This is you were smashed off your gourd, you slashed your brother up. Then he was on Facey with that rant. He was calling himself like it was so, he had some
I didn't see any of the video rants or anything. I heard a
I
little
didn't
bit.
see the rants. I was reading the transcripts of like, and just all his Facey statuses. Just a fucking meth head, man. He was off his head. Seriously. Dude.
I've known a few dudes from back in the day that used to like whack up and shit. Like, dude, they're just so loose. Like, just so loose.
No,
and
we
just-
need to get him clean.
They have no boundaries. Like,
We need to get him clean and just get him on the right path again.
Get him rehabilitated.
Jesus will be there for him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Watch, he'll come
Jesus.
out, man.
Jesus.
Watch, like I just read up a little bit about Julian Knight. Got free education, got free schooling.
Oh, dude, that guy's got
He
degrees,
got a Bachelor of Arts.
Yeah.
Bachelor of Arts.
Yeah, we'll make use of that when he gets out.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Dude, that's the thing.
So frustrating.
Like, he was on that guy was on Facey losing his shit for like how long? He was known to police. He was known.
like well known. It's not even
Yeah,
like
they knew who he was.
There's always cases like
Let's
that.
just see what he does.
Yeah.
Let's just see what he does. Cunts are fucked.
like a TV show. Like Johnny said, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, man. Cunts are fucked.
Let's watch the craziness unfold, and then we'll.
And then, yeah, when we'll sift through to the debris and just see what we can salvage and then pin it on,
Yeah.
you know, a violent father and a
Yeah.
temperamental attitude.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I just love the fact that they're already charging him with murder. Why? Maybe he was just under the influence. It wasn't his fault. You know what I mean? Anyone else, they would have fucking questioned it a million times. There would have been so much foreplay. Literally would have been at the edge of blowing before they even got a sentence out, man. Like, something to push against him. I'm not wrong about that. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
No, agree.
This country's fucked, man.
Bad.
Straight up.
Bad.
I saved this from like 2-3 weeks ago, and I keep forgetting to bring it up. You know, Shannon Knoll popped up in the news again.
Oh,
Remember you mentioned him?
yeah.
You mentioned him
Nosy.
like 3 weeks. You mentioned him like 3 weeks ago, or a month ago.
Didn't he say did he get thrown out or something in somewhere?
Dude, he got thrown out of Crazy Horse in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And
He was at the door.
he was saying, "Don't you know who I am?"
Yeah, he was at the door trying to go, don't you know who I am?
Got his cowboy hat on.
I'm Shannon Knoll. Let me in the Crazy Horse.
What about me?
What about me?
Shannon Knoll pulled the card, man.
I love it. Cole Sandilands prank call Shannon Knoll following arrest.
Carl Sandland's the biggest troll, man. He's such a wanker.
I hate that guy.
He's a
Shannon Knoll continues red hot summer tour after Crazy Horse strip club arrest.
Yeah, Cole Sandilands, man, he's so dirty.
dirty.
As
Dirty.
Cole Sandilands, oh mate, he's
filth.
filth. He's that kind of like he's the kind of guy
I
that
wanna
you
start
catch in the
ranting
backseat of a car just devouring a cheeseburger. You know, that kind of
I was going to
filthy-
say devouring a knob, because I could totally see that as well.
Disgusting.
I know.
What about me?
Hey, you guys been watching the tennis?
Oh,
As much as I can, like it's kind of hard to work and
It's kind of
stuff.
hard to
But
work, yeah. But you surely would have seen something.
Johnny's all over it.
yeah, I love the tennis. I was just, before you brought up sport, I was about to say I won $100 before.
How?
I put my first bet on for ages. I put like an 8-leg NBA multi on,
Ooh,
8 legs.
who'd you bag?
and my multi didn't win, but I cashed out I put $5 on. I cashed out at $109,
Sick, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
and then like 30 seconds after I cashed out,
It dropped.
it dropped because one of the teams that I picked lost. So
Yeah.
yeah, I cashed out just in time. It was sick.
Mate, profit of $104. Good work, man.
What are you going to do with it?
Buy smokes.
Smoked, beer, and another bet, I think. I already put another bet on the tennis.
Say.
I chose all the underdogs. I chose that bitch to beat Serena Williams. That bitch.
Oh, Coco.
Well, who's playing tonight?
Lucia. She's got an amazing...
Oh, Serena Williams. I thought you said Venus.
The chick that's playing Serena Williams has actually a really amazing fucking story. Like, she rose to the
Went through
ranks.
hell, man.
She rose to the ranks at like 14, 15. Was like one of the most promising players. Won all these like titles and shit. Like, she was destined to be one of the best players
That
ever.
Lucic Baroni.
Lucic Baroni.
Yeah, I'll look up her story in a second.
And then she went through all these personal issues and pretty much just dropped off the radar. Like, she was going to be the next big thing, just totally disappeared.
Yeah.
And now she's come back and she's just like won her last 5 matches, like just killing it. Fucking, yeah.
But apparently she went through hell, though. Like, she had abuse, like, physically.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't go right into it, but yeah, she was like
Some
completely
boyfriend.
fucked up.
Escaping violence, domestic violence and stuff. 'Cause how old is she?
So I chose her to beat Serena for like the comeback underdog story.
Shit, man. That'd be a big bet. It'd be paying
She's
a lot.
34.
$6.
She's
So-
34 years old.
Yeah. But Serena's 35, so.
Yeah, but
Serena's
Serena's a
Williams,
machine, man. Like, she's just...
Yeah, true.
But I'm saying, to see what this chick's been through, like, and... The highest ranking was in 1998. She was number 19 in the world.
She was playing back in the days with Martina Hingis and shit, dude. And
98?
Yeah, man.
she was going to be
So she
like,
hasn't played in like 20 years, literally.
she was going to be the next fucking star. Like she's had some records like the
She's
youngest.
got,
winning a
yeah,
title.
it says during... she set the youngest ever record. She captured the
Croatian.
Grand Slam women's doubles. She partnered Martina Hingis at 15 years old.
Back in the day with all the players we used to watch, man, and she's still going.
At
Like
15 years old, man, playing with Martina Hingis in the doubles at Grand Slams. So she reached the semi-finals of the 1999 Wimbledon. She beat Monica Seles on the way to the finals. Like, so she was a player, man. Like,
That's when she was young as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Dude,
I thought, you know, the underdog fucking
and she's come back out of nowhere.
feel good story. Yeah, she's come back. She's building like she's killing.
Because that's weird. You look at this now, and she's ranked 118, but then you look back and it's like, what? 1998? You know what I mean? That's fucking.
Did you have you watched many of the matches? Like,
Sorry, she's 79th in
heaps.
the world. Sorry.
did you see
I can't, yeah, it's been hard because I've been
who was
doing
it?
nights, but yeah.
I think the first proper match I watched was Nadal versus Baghdadis last week. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's,
I saw like highlights and shit.
I watched most of it. If you wanted a mismatched like fucking game, like, dude, Nadal is like. He's come back stronger than ever. Like, if you see his form, like, it's ridiculous. It's like when he was at number one.
you know what? He's not wearing knee straps or nothing. So
Nothing.
he's actually
Like, he's lost weight. He's looks like he's fighting fit. Like, playing for his life. You know what I mean?
still sniffing his ass.
Baghdadis
He's
comes
probably getting
out.
those stem cell injections and shit. Seriously.
Stephen thanks his.
Dude, Baghdadis came out and just looked like the biggest Greek I've ever seen in my life, man. Like, gut, dance, and just, it was fucking funny. Like, literally, it was the most mismatched thing. Off, like, the first serve, right? Like, Baghdadis throws, like, a lazy backhander, like, sending the ball back. Nadal just does, like, the Superman to keep it in. And, like, gets the point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. If I was in the crowds, I would have just stood up and said, I'm going for a smoke.
This one's done.
That's the first point. That's done.
Just, dude, I swear to God, Nadal full, like, just dove. I'm like, yeah, nah, man.
Yeah, he's in the zone at the moment.
He's come out like that. And dude, have you read about Baghdadis? I don't know why Baghdadis even seeded for the Oz Open. Like, they're getting down here for the fan sort of factor.
of course.
Right? But do you remember much about Baghdadis? Like, when he first broke into the scene?
He came out earlier, 2007, 8.
No, it was earlier than that.
Well,
he played Federer in the 2006 final.
Dude, I loved him.
Sorry, you're right. That's when he was 8th in the world.
Yeah.
I loved him when he came out.
Baghdadis literally in 6 months went from like ranked 3,575 to like 8th, and then by October like dropped back down and then never got back anywhere
Well,
near
they're
the
saying
top.
he's making some sort of comeback now. He's playing a bit better. They're saying he's back to 36 in the world.
Dude.
'Cause he was like 100 something at one stage.
Dude, there's no chance of Baghdadis ever breaking the top 20. I'm telling you that now. Like, I'm telling you that now. There is
He was
no
a gun
way.
when he was on there. I loved his
He was
style.
a gun. He
cool,
was a
so quick.
showman.
Yeah.
He played the same way as Kyrgios. Like, they have another wog on the other side of the pond. He played the same way as Kyrgios. Like, he'd have a laugh and interact with fans, like all that sort of shit. But just seeing that Nadal Baghdadis match, I died of laughter.
He just needs to have a coffee and a smoke.
Where did they pull this cunt out of? What cafe did they grab him from?
Sienna's at Chapel.
Malaka, get up!
No, he'd be at like Sienna's or something, just having a coffee.
Me and the rookie used to laugh about it. He used to say how, because last year, we used to say, can you picture Baghdadis on a Greek island somewhere, sitting on like one of the beach chairs, like Saplosteres?
Oh, yeah.
Like some bird next to him, oiled up,
His manager
eating a
comes-
soup with a smoke and a Greek coffee, and his coach comes along.
Hey, Marco.
He's just like, Marco, like, proponisi, like, training, let's go. He's like, we'll do it on Monday. It's Wednesday! You know what I mean?
That's probably what it's like. He's just
He's
like,
just
over it,
like,
like,
yeah.
he's still good, but he's just like,
I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
Like, this can't be fucked. He hit his peak, bagged the bird, got some money. He's like, nah, well,
I wonder if he's still married.
I've done enough now to guarantee beers in every pub across the world for the rest of my life. I don't need to do anything else.
that makes so much
married
money
to
for those players as well.
Carolina Sprem.
Yeah, wasn't that his old coach's daughter or something? I'm pretty sure he was shagging
Oh,
his coach's
shagging the
daughter.
coach's daughter.
Yeah.
This is
Over the ball machine.
yeah. You know what?
Over the net.
'Cause this is when he was at his peak,
Yeah, man.
and then he bagged himself a little 18-year-old like.
Dude, my godbrother's mates with him, man. Every time he'd come to Melbourne, my godbrother would party with the guy.
That's mad.
Seriously.
Croatian. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Because I've been listening to all the old episodes, like, going back. I've seen so many contrasting comments we've made. And, like, we've defended Kyrgios a lot. I've said basically after, when he got summarily banned.
We're contradictors. We're not contradictors.
We're not contradictors, but it's just funny, like, as time's panned out, like, how much...
We've grown, maybe.
We haven't grown. It's just... dude, there is no actual real excuse for it, just as we just talk. Because, like, everything we say here is, like, pretty much off the cuff. Like, we don't have any predisposition.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it's something...
Yeah. Unless
significant.
it's serious. Like,
Dude, we rarely talk about what we're going to talk about, like ever.
come in, alright, boys.
Yeah,
And then it's
we don't have time to form an opinion. We just
No.
form an opinion.
Yeah.
That's it.
We said
the
after
fly.
Kyrgios got banned, like when was it, December?
Yeah.
At the end of the
year.
Yeah, we said, oh well, after this, I guess if he doesn't get his help, and then that's it. Like,
Okay.
he's run his race, and he just what did he lose his shit over the other day? He
It was,
swore at someone
Yeah.
and then complained about something.
Well, he was up like
Oh, he tanked. They said they was tanking.
he was up
again.
2 sets to love, right? And then he
Yeah, he just
Whatever.
fell apart and just couldn't be fucked. And they're saying, oh, his body language is showing that he doesn't care. And they're like, well, he doesn't care. He said it himself. He doesn't give a shit about tennis.
let me tell you how much money he's made.
Dude,
tennis players.
do you know what I didn't know? This is the fun fat fact that I picked up during the whole Kyrgios thing last week that I didn't know. He has no coach.
No.
Kyrgios has no tennis coach.
Do you know who's
Self-taught.
Wait, do you know who's backing him 100%? Leighton Hewitt, man.
Is he?
Dude,
Huey.
Hewitt loves him. Hewitt wants to help him and like become his coach. And Hewitt's trying to get him into the Australian team for
Davis Cup.
Davis Cup and
Cup,
stuff. Yeah. And all these commentators are coming. If anyone can change him, it would be Hewitt, man.
Yeah, Hewitt was the same.
He was like that little
Yeah, the brat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the brat.
yeah.
But if anyone can help him, it'll be Hewitt, man. I'm telling you, if he gets in his corner, I reckon it'll help him.
Dude, I was reading some interview comments and stuff, right, on Kyrgios, and he's saying how over the summer
Amazing.
he started taking training and stuff, as in like physical training, like conditioning. He started taking it a bit more serious and started hitting the gym, working on his legs and his stamina and all that sort of shit. With like he got some fitness coach in, you know. I'm like, huh. So this entire time, like he hasn't been training at all.
Just got a DVD.
Oh,
that book. Tennis for
Black guy?
dummies.
Black guy?
Tennis for dummies.
It's like a typo DVD or something.
It's like one of those old time videos. Welcome to the world of tennis.
We're going to teach you this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Number one.
This year's champion was Rod Laver.
Yeah, man. Dude, he has he's ranked like 16 or something in the world. He's got no coach, no trainer, and he's going out there like swatting the ball like he doesn't even give a shit.
You could be number one, boy.
Dude, he
you know this?
He could kill these players in their sleep. In his sleep, he could kill these players. He's playing with no coach and no trainer. That's amazing. Look, that's amazing, man.
Pretty amazing.
How is that not amazing?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got like, Usain Bolt in some science lab with like fucking...
Masks and tubes coming out of every hole. Yeah. No shit, dude. No shit.
Yeah. Calculating how many like liters of water in his body and how they can change like, something in his training just to modify something and so he's just getting out there and he's hitting the tennis ball against the brick wall. Practicing his volley.
No, he's got totem tennis in the backyard.
Just smash with his brother.
That is pretty impressive.
There's a out in camera, man. His neighbours just watch him just going hammer and tong at the totem tennis.
Hey, that kid's alright.
Yeah, man.
That kid's got skills.
Can you picture that?
Yeah, I can. Come on, Nick.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
But the thing is, if he doesn't care, he doesn't care. Like, fuck, he's made
Well,
money.
he's made $4 million and he's 21. I'm just throwing that out there.
Not even trying.
With no coach and not even trying.
Yeah, not even trying.
But what people are saying is, they're coming out, he's a fucking brat. People forget what Federer was like.
Dude, they're all brats.
Federer was a hothead, man.
The point is they don't care. As in, tall poppy syndrome in his country.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a shit. What is it? If he was winning medals with, like, the Australian flag on his back, they'd be like,
Then we could overlook it,
national
maybe.
fucking hero, get him on the $5 note.
Dude,
fuck
Pat
the
Cash was a
Queen.
cunt.
Yeah, man.
Pat Cash was winning.
Yeah.
But he was a prick.
Yeah, as long as you're winning, they don't give a shit. But because he's openly saying, I don't care, it's like, pfft, I don't care. Like, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's 13th in the world.
Look, it's a sin to waste that kind
Absolutely.
of talent. You know, and
He's still young, though. He's
Sloth, I
21.
believe. Sloth is that shit.
sloth, is that what it is?
Yeah,
You know
not
what?
using your abilities to its full potential.
You know what, though? He's 21. So there's still time for someone to help him. Like,
Yeah, it's not like it's over, you know what I mean?
He's 21. Like, all these players
But
now,
get
like
this one.
Djokovic that are coming out,
Dude.
they're like 30.
Get
Better 35.
dude. Have a think about this one. That 17-year-old boy out in Cranbourne that stacked the car
the
and ice.
young cranny lad.
Timothy needs some help. There's
Yeah.
still time to help him and time to shape his future. Dude, Kyrgios isn't out there like smacking
Fuck
up and
Kyrgios.
smashing
Yeah.
people off the road. Fuck Kyrgios. He's had enough chances.
Tell him to get back to where his dad came from.
Where you have to come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that
Good one,
ice addict, that fucking ice addict that's probably like, caused X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, Timothy
There's
needs
still
some
time.
help.
There's still time.
Timmy needs some help, and he's got time.
Yeah,
but he can
go
still get his
figure that
life
out.
back on track.
Yeah, go figure that shit out. All the fucking convicted crims that just kept getting put into prison,
And
there's still time to rehabilitate.
Timmy's not under as much pressure as poor Nicky is either. Like,
No.
imagine, like we've talked about it before, the pressure.
And the media.
It's constant. You can't rest.
Dude,
right?
that's
You
what I
can't
was
rest.
thinking about too, man. Just as I was leaving the house.
Fuck Timmy.
Timmy. I love getting the name Timmy. Like that's it. It's Timothy from Cranbourne. Dude, I was watching the Venus game. Venus was playing that Coco Bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped the game.
My
because
girl.
Who? Coco.
Yeah.
She's part of the multi. I've never heard
Part of
her.
the multi.
Part of the multi. She loses against Venus. You bet on Venus next
my
round.
Croatian princess.
Dude, I was leaving the house and they just, literally as I was walking out the door, switched the TV off. They were replaying a point because of some loud noise that threw them off. They audibly disturbed both players.
Yeah.
Head. Yeah. I was thinking about it. Why is it that noise in tennis is such a big fucking deal?
For the concentration of the players, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know why.
Yeah.
But why do we care? In basketball, there are people literally jumping off fucking grandstands to distract the player when he's taking a free throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got music playing and the
Music-
cheerleaders are throwing their pom-poms at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The mascot's sitting there grinding. Seriously. Have you seen the basketball lately?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, gridiron, man. You've got a stadium, and they're just screaming at the quarterback,
Dude, AFL, if someone's behind the goal, the cheer squad.
Yeah, cheer squad's
Ooh,
going
dickhead.
nuts. Yeah.
Ooh, dickhead.
Dimitri, tennis is a gentleman's sport, don't
Yeah.
you know?
Is that what it comes down to?
Curious didn't get the memo.
Yeah, it comes down to that it is a gentleman's sport, but it also comes down to it's you're not out there with the team, you're by yourself, and it's like a lot of concentration.
So what? Dude, when you're taking a free throw in basketball, you're by yourself.
Yeah, but you're not trying to return like a ball coming at you at 200 kilometers an hour.
No, you're just trying to take a clutch shot, 3 seconds to go, 1 point down.
to win the championship games,
Yeah.
6-6.
You're Fev, man. You're Fev, 55 metres out, you need to kick a goal.
From the boundary in
Siren.
Adelaide
Yeah.
in 2007.
Yeah. He's already got the reference. No, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is it that these tennis players are so fucking precious? Like, I'm not just bagging Venus and
No.
Coco. Like, you see, like, Djokovic does it, Murray does it. Djokovic is a pest. at that.
Djokovic can kiss my ass.
This is exactly why we wouldn't have you down at the country club, Dimitri. This is
Wouldn't let
exactly
me down
right.
at the
This is
country
exactly
club.
why.
My car would pull up, just learns on. They're like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Straight off the bat.
Put the clothes signed up.
Yeah, but he's got the statesman. So
Statesman.
Here comes Mr. Preacher with his statesman.
I've got like a pink polo shirt, dyed like a line through my hair. Oh, there was the courts, man. Security guard just comes and ushers me away.
Where is your racket? I'm going to take your one, all right? Get a restraint, cunt.
You also have another very important reason is you have the people yelling at linesmen and stuff, yelling out calls, which you wouldn't be able to hear if people yelling.
So?
You need to know if the ball's like
We
out.
have all the technology in the world for like replays and
Yeah, but the players aren't going to be able to like hear it and shit. if
They
they're
should
on
do what
screen.
you did, like no ref, and just call it.
they're calling their own shots.
Federer's like out. Federer.
Grand slam like that.
The final.
It was out.
Shut up, Federer.
You don't even move off the line. Yeah, just stand there to return. Out.
Foot fault.
Fault.
Foot fault. Where foot fault?
Stop mocking my gentleman game, boys. This is
Nah.
it's not funny.
You know what, man? I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit about it because it's the same with golf. Yeah, golf is the other. Are there any other sports we have to shut the fuck up? Bowling? Can you do it in bowling? Golf. What happened?
Table
Okay.
tennis.
No, but no. Table tennis they cheer. don't they?
Bullshit. The table tennis, they lose it. Streamers and shit going off.
Oh, well, they're playing.
Yeah.
No.
But can I ask you a question?
When they've got the big rallies, they
Yeah, no,
start
it's
behind
silence.
it.
It's silence.
question.
All you can hear is a ball going ting, 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 ting.
In
There's no one
golf?
yelling.
Okay.
No, in table tennis, no,
sure?
I'm positive.
I'm gonna have a
I'm
look at it.
I'm
I'm gonna look
100%
that up.
positive.
But I want to ask you, in golf,
Concentration, man.
there's no linesman to call anything.
You're locked in one-on-one in a heated battle. You got concentration. You can't have people yelling. Doesn't make no.
Why? So why is it okay in gridiron, like for the quarterback to take a snap, he's got like 500-pound linebacker like charging down at him, and he's got to lob a ball 88 yards to hit like a precision pass to a, you know.
Not as much precision.
Get fucked!
but like just the calls and shit, you know, it has to be.
I don't think that's right. I think it's like I want to know.
That's
cheering. I was going to say, would you search like Seoul Korea 1987 table tennis champion?
Opening ceremony. Yeah, the crowd does it in the tennis. They go, whoa, whoa.
Not during the matches.
Yes.
Not like that.
Exactly like that. During big rallies, yes.
Nah, they might let her. Ooh.
Nah, man. No.
Nah. Dude, the guy is sick.
I'm pretty sure that's Jackie Chan. And the other guy is Jackie Chan.
You're a bastard, man. That's the most racist thing we've ever said on this podcast.
It's not Australian.
Best ping pong match ever. That's what
I know. Okay, so that's what I got to Google when I make the edit for this too.
Oh, I've taken a screenshot of it. You just have to. I'll send it to you.
Dude, that ain't scream like that. Not in tennis.
Nick had the screen turned. It was probably during a fucking break.
Come on.
Nah, dude,
During a
I watch
break?
table tennis. You
No,
can hear the
playing.
ball. You
Oh,
hear
so I'm gonna watch.
the sound of the ball is mesmerizing.
Okay,
That's the
hang on.
thing. It's like tink tink.
Wait a
tink,
second. I'm gonna watch 38 seconds of the
guys-
crowd going nuts on a break.
You guys are insane. But when there's a big rally in tennis, they get people. The crowd goes whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, you know what?
Lies.
With the technology that we have, right? And you got to remember.
What about technology we have? So if they're playing right and the call is out, how does the player know?
What do you mean?
How does he know it's out?
The machine will tell you.
It'll beep, but everyone's yelling.
It better come up on the screen. But it'll come up on the screen. Like that
gotta
hotspot,
remember, they're
that
not
bird's
playing-
eye thing.
Crowd-
So
the
after
crowd-
each show, you have to look at the screen. Was that out? No. Okay.
Dude, the crowd isn't at ground level next to the player, man.
They can see everything.
You can still hear. It's not like they got at the G. It's not like they're not playing at the at the MCG. 200,000 people watching a tennis match.
You just wouldn't yell in tennis. It doesn't make
Imagine that.
sense. Like
the
it's
whole
not,
G is just echoing because of the tennis ball. It's like, you know?
And you imagine Kyrgios in the middle. God fucking damn it! Yelling at his box. What are you doing? You shit cunt!
He's pointing to the southern stand.
Spots at his brother. Spots at his brother in the corner, like 400C. Idiot!
you guys have done gentlemanly enough, obviously.
Nah, fuck off, man. I don't understand why they literally, like, tennis players are that precious where a bug lands on the court. It's like, can we get this bug removed? Oh, there's noise.
All right.
There's noise! Dude, I've seen tennis players stop to make way for birds flying overhead.
Tim, you're running on a hard surface, all right?
Oh.
If you slip on a bug, you can twist your knee, bro. That's
What about
taking safety.
Okay. What about soccer? Alright, and I've paid on, I've
Do you want
paid,
to see a twisted ankle? That's not very nice.
twisted ankle. It's like the Simpsons where it goes to the field goal and the leg flies through the goal.
Bobby, I think I've twisted my ankle.
I've done myself a mischief.
Would you get the medic?
He's on the ground yelling, medic!
Ambulance, chopper lands, you know. No, dude, I've paid out on soccer for being pussies, soccer players for being pussies all the time. But
They go hard though.
dude, soccer in Russia, they play in the snow, man.
Dude, and
Scotland,
they will try and break your leg
they
with
will
a tackle.
play through sleet and snow. Okay?
Yeah.
And soccer, you're running on fucking muddy ground, you're liable, and you're trying to belt a leather ball with your ankle as hard as you can.
Yeah.
So you're saying,
But it's not tennis.
so what?
So it's a different
That's
sport.
just it's even more dangerous. You're talking about OH&S now.
Yeah.
Because if they slip on a bug,
Okay.
a Christmas beetle,
It'd be like...
Hey, I haven't seen those around for a while.
yeah, no, neither have I, man.
I saw one the other day. It was drowning.
You drowned it,
Oh,
didn't you?
your beer.
I just watched it. It was really... Yeah, I felt bad afterwards, but...
Yeah, nah. What about clay courts? How does that justify?
When you slide and stuff.
How does that follow through with your Christmas beetle theory?
What, and what about the grass court? What, they're going to slip and hurt their knee as they graze their knee on the grass? Yeah, what's... Talk to me.
You can't have obstacles on the course, bro. Like,
How is a bug an obstacle?
Dude, if someone threw a can or a bottle onto the MCG, they'd get it off.
A can or
right?
bottle, yes, but
because
they
in comparison to the size of the oval, it's fucking a bug's probably bigger than the bottle on the field,
Oh my god!
right?
No, no, it's still a bug in comparison to your foot.
Doesn't matter, it's slippery. If you're running at high intensity sliding, you slip on that bug, that big juicy fat Christmas beetle. See you later.
What, don't you drown?
Right?
He plants it there at Rod Laver Arena, just plants it there.
Go get him, boy.
Release the locusts.
Give me my pretties.
Pack up a multi. The bugs.
Just on one side of the court.
My jacket. All like different.
Murray just gets taken out by locusts. Nah!
Sorry, it's Sir Andy Murray.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He got knighted.
Being a fellow tennis player, just to clear this up.
Oh, my God.
You notice something that's on the court. The court's big, bright green. You notice it. It's in your peripherals. You notice it. It's annoying.
You know what? This is what I have to say. Tennis players are pussies. Period.
Tennis players are pussies.
They're precious.
It's probably the most grueling sport you can play.
No, I don't take that away from
pussies.
them.
They're
like a 3-4 hour match.
I laugh. I fucking laugh.
Sorry, we want to protect our knees when we're out there. Sorry, bro.
You talk like you're still part of the tour. You know what I mean?
It's because I wish I was.
No, hang on, man. I respect tennis
ATP
players
tour.
hardcore, especially the
FTP, Fentrigelli.
The funniest part is, right, they all bag out Australia, right, for our erratic weather and shit, and, like, they make fun of us. It's like, all right, cunts. Get down here and, second week of January.
Come talk to me.
Dude, it's 11 p.m. It's 38 degrees, and they're sitting there trying to serve aces at the Margaret
Court Arena.
And I just watch them, like, not so tough now, cunt.
Yeah, when they get back under their umbrella and they're just like, fuck. They're just like, oh my god.
Absolutely dying.
Why did I bag this
I'll
place?
give tennis players one thing, man. Like, if it's a long match, the endurance they must have, the tank.
Oh, dude,
in them,
they're
it's huge.
hours,
It's huge.
You know what I mean?
It's
5
huge.
hours of constant running.
Yeah,
It's constant
in
running.
38 degrees.
Like, I'll give them that. That's
and to hit a ball at 200 Ks,
Dude,
you know?
do you know how much, like, serving, right?
the power you need from your. Yeah.
It's just like constant on your shoulder. Like,
There must be a mental
dude, I
game
take-
too, though. It's a mental thing.
Did I ever tell you what had happened
Tennis players
the
are
day
kings among men.
Arch and I had gone to... Arch and I had gone to the tennis like 7 years ago. Did I tell you what had happened? We'd gone and
Bags
I
among
think
men.
I mentioned it maybe on a podcast even. We'd seen Kokinakis in his first game. Like at...
That poor cunt's a good player, just injured all the time, man.
We'd see, it was that day. Just Arch and I had gone, and we were standing in like
Cock.
Everyone, we're watching that game, and all the other dudes, all the other spectators were trying like clinging to the shade. Me and Arch were sitting there pouring wog oil on us,
Yeah.
and like just tanning it
Or the
up.
coconut oil.
Man, I'd be with you boys.
Dude, we watched Songa and Nishikori.
Yep.
We were waiting for that, and the heat was just coming down, man. You could just see people sweating it out. And Arch said something like, "Man, you know what I wish? I wish we could just be tennis stars for like one day. Like just one day, you're like the best tennis player in the world. You know what I mean? Just experience it."
I've lived that fantasy many a
And I
time.
go, can you imagine us in a doubles match, like right now? Like in this heat? He's like, yeah, man. I go,
Actually, no, fuck it.
you'd see, imagine us playing like two Norwegians, like they're red hair, pale skin, they're dying in the heat, like they're taking medical timeouts to put ice packs on their knees and shit, like full baking. Meanwhile, you got us in like black Adidas wearing aviator sunnies.
Oiling yourselves up.
Archie's standing there, he's getting food from his mum, like heavy food, like lentil soup and like chops.
It's called injury time.
I've got a scotch, I'm sitting there just chatting to like the trainers, and like girls in the front row.
Nah, I can say.
Sunnies.
You know, there's cunts that sit on their umbrellas in the chairs. You'd get the banana loungers out.
Yeah.
Injury time
And
out.
we're putting wog oil on.
Injury time out. It's in the
And it's just like no look smashes like overhead.
No, you get the watermelon out.
Body love, you know what I mean? Matt game set match. We're at the press conference, got a smoke. We look like we just had a shower. We're like just sun is on inside. There's some music on in the background.
Or you hear
Yeah, and then we have to pause because the medical chopper is taking the Norwegians out of the stadium.
Yeah, shout out to the Norwegian boys. They did well, but they just couldn't handle it.
The Alfred.
And he's not gonna make it.
I replayed that image in my head like 1,000 times. I laugh about it every single time, man.
Mine's more of a serious fantasy where I'm actually just a pro and everyone loves me. And
I just Federer too.
yeah, just like
How good were you? In all honesty, though.
all neat and shit.
In all
Professional.
honesty, how good were you? Could you have played? We're not talking like Federer, but could you play like
Why
Indian
not?
Wells?
Why
and
not?
stuff?
He's already,
why not?
already throwing him under the bus.
I think I can't compete with that.
You weren't that good.
That's what I'm asking you. I'm like, how good were you? In all honesty, like,
No, all right, man. Not that good.
No, but if you continued to play and train and played properly,
I reckon if I had been
a proper coach and everything.
If I'd have been gathered from a young age, hooked
Yeah.
up to the machines in the lab, I reckon I could have made it.
Dolph Lundgren plunger.
The Dolph-
right
yeah.
to the-
You reckon you could have been someone like just an Australian player, like Sam Groff or...
Just trying to picture the staple shit.
Groff and like...
I'd like to be a little bit better than Groff if I could.
Yeah, but he's on the tour though.
Yeah, dude, just to be on the tour.
You'd like to be better than Groth. Groth is ranked, I don't know what in the world.
I'm on it.
He's got like the fastest serve. He's got endorsements. His career's like, he's
I'm
sorted
on it.
first of his life. I want to be better than Groth. Like, we're writing Groth off like he's shit.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Just to enter the tournament, you get like
I know, just do
50 grand or something.
That's the thing. I might. What's it
Well,
called?
he's currently ranked 162 in the world.
Groth.
Yeah.
With a cannon of an arm.
2
he's
years,
ranked at 100.
well, 2
Not
years
everything.
ago, 2 years ago, he was ranked 53. So he must have had injuries. I reckon. He's.
You know what's funny?
He's made just under $2 million, which is pretty
Like,
average.
think about it like that, yeah?
He's a bit too big, I reckon. To be
He's a
huge.
tall bloke.
Dude,
but
he's
he's
huge.
big. Like
Oh, bulky.
Djokovic, Federer, they're very.
Dude, he
lean.
looks like you should.
They
Djokovic's
stretch,
legs
they
are
bend, they
bigger than my
stretch.
arms, dude.
You know what he
man.
looks like? He looks like he should be in the movie like Expendables or something.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Like he looks like that guy. Like
he just plays a merc.
Like
Yeah.
the evil Russian or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
nah, like he's too big.
He's ranked 100 plus with one of the fastest serves in the world. Kyrgios with no training or coach is ranked 16th, but Kyrgios is like useless shit, scumbag. Get rid of him. We don't need him. Like, okay, fair enough. With that natural talent, you just want to fucking write the cunt off. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, whatever, man. No, I was going to say, look, I never...
There you go. There's a perfect example of like Kyrgios's like frame and his athleticism compared to Groth.
Oh, yeah.
It's complete chalk and cheese. Like
Just, natural.
But
Blonde,
also,
bendy,
but
fucking
also,
fast.
because they say like the big guys, they mature later on. As in, especially with footy, Ruckman, they don't mature until they're 25, 26, 27.
Yeah.
Cruiser is hitting his peak at 28.
Primus is like 80.
Yeah, and he's still
like
doing the
strongest
tap Ruckman, you know?
same as UFC fighters.
Yeah, man, so it takes him a bit longer Kyrgios will hit his peak, man, believe me. Like, he's 13th in the world, hasn't done nothing. Do you know what I mean?
He hasn't even tried yet.
No. Like, how would you go against him?
Get beaten, obviously. Bad.
You're, another
I'm just saying,
matchup.
like,
I was just saying another awkward matchup during the tournament was Nadal Monfils. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Monfils is a good player.
Dude, I like Gale, man.
Yeah, he's a nutty player, but it was just funny because you know like how his whole game is like athleticism, like just getting to every ball.
He bends his knees, man.
That's Nadal.
Fucking ankles.
Nadal has ruined his knees and ruined his like body because of his aggressive style of play.
Yeah, and you want to add bugs into that equation. Big juicy.
Yeah, alright, man.
Pretty sure it's part of Apex.
Dude,
Yeah, definitely.
The funny part is like I was watching that game and it's like Monfils is trying to get into it, by trying to go after every ball, but then he got Nadal's like just staunch returns, just like bang, just sends a
deal with
volley
this.
on the run at like 200k an hour. It's like, yeah, nah, dude, you can do all the dancing you want. Like he's got your beat.
Too much power, my
He's
friend.
just got your beat. There was another awkward matchup.
I love tennis, man, because you got the different style. Let's
If you know Nadal could have beat, Nadal's uncle was like a massive soccer player, and Nadal is actually really good,
Really good at soccer.
really good. So he could have been a soccer player as well.
Oh yeah.
But he's Nadal. What a champion, man. He's been injured so long. He's still ranked 9th in the world. Still,
Nadal, yeah.
But now that he's made the semis,
firing
yeah.
up.
He probably is getting those stem cell injections. They have them out. Like, they inject stem cells and it just repairs your joints and
He's
stuff.
made $80 million.
Rogan talks about it on his podcast.
Really?
Like, he had fucked a shoulder or something from jiu-jitsu, like, completely
Yeah.
fucked. Got stem cell injections, 100% better. They actually inject stem cells into you.
Maybe I
and
should
it-
suss some
it
of
just
that instead of
repairs.
the cortisone for my tendonitis.
I'm sure it's super
pricey.
expensive.
Dude, I'll be taking baths in that shit.
Just soaking yourself in stem cells.
Yeah, man. Just let it absorb.
Just dives in. Just
I break into the center of like the stem cell research center.
just in the corner, robbing stem cells on himself.
They find me locked in a drum, like a 44-gallon drum, like Houdini.
Just with a straw. Yeah, on the top of it.
He's bathing in it.
It's just pushed into the back of the warehouse. Yeah, boys, just come and get me in a week. You come back in a week. It's like that horror movie where they come back and they find the cage broken, like
Yep.
just smashed. I'm standing there like I'm suddenly 7 foot tall.
And he starts backflipping out of the place.
Dude,
All ripped like me.
Yeah, exactly.
The ceiling, he grabbed the ceiling like a spider. And then he was like,
Eyes glowing.
Yeah, I could see in night, ultrasonic vision, hearing, like, all of it, man.
Everything's perfect.
Didn't South Park do that episode? With just them
yeah, I was thinking about it when you were saying
Christopher
it.
Reeve. Was it Christopher Reeve?
yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't get enough of it. He kept just
He's
grabbing
eating
it.
fetus.
Yeah, eating fetuses. Just went straight for the fetus, that's right.
Off tap.
Just like crack them open and suck the juice out.
I was going to ask one more thing about the tennis. I know we've prattled on for a while. Another mismatch was early in the tournament. Did you see Tomic's last match?
No.
Tomic played some guy named Evans.
oh, the English kid.
Yeah, have you seen that kid? Can you do me a favour? I didn't get time to look him up. Tell me how tall he is. Tell me how tall that Evans kid is. How old he is and how tall he is. Because I swear to God, it was one of the...
I'm guessing he's very short.
Yeah, it was one of the funniest reactions to, like, watching, like, someone's mood change during a match and letting the situation affect them. It was one of the funniest things, man. I was on my couch and I actually started laughing.
Couldn't handle it.
I wrote it in my phone as in check him out later.
Holy shit, this kid's had like fucking 25 coaches, man.
That makes sense.
He's 5'9".
Bullshit.
Yeah.
How tall is Tomic? 5'9" is like more or less my height.
Yeah, I'd say probably 6'1" or something, Tomic.
Tomic is a tall kid.
6'1", 6'2".
5'9" is my height, so like average dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Bernie's pretty tall. Let's have a look.
6'2".
I'm only...
Actually, just quickly, 2 days ago, Nick Kyrgios in the Australian team, but Bernie makes himself unavailable for Davis Cup.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, alright. Bernie's huge, man. He's 6'5".
That's why.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's like, what, 8 inches difference between him, yeah?
Bernie's made $5 million, man.
Doing nothing.
Look, he doesn't do anything.
It doesn't matter.
What a mad dog.
You figured it out. Dude, I was watching this thing, right? And Bernie's like playing like Bernie, right? Like he's taking a while to get into it. And then, like he's playing all passive, like just sort of being there for just being
Getting
there.
into it, sort of thing.
And this Evans kid is sort of like firing around the court, like he's serving like monsters. Yeah, like he looks like a normal looking dude, but next to Tomic, the eight fucking inches, man, it's a sizable difference. Yeah. So he's firing these returns, and Tomic looks like he's asleep, just lets out like a lazy backhand and just sends it flying back over the net. It's like, fuck, like, and all of a sudden, Tomic switched his game and started playing a bit more aggressive, right? Like he got into it, and the crowd started backing him, and it sort of pissed Evans off. And it was sort of like little man syndrome. He started getting fired up, like angry, like as if like once the point was over, he was returning back the serve almost immediately, like taking 2 bounces and like sending it back, like angry, like
Yeah.
no, fuck you. Bernie just looked like just wanted to walk over the net and just push him into like his esky, like, I'm done. You know what I mean?
This photo, we have to put it up. Bernie, this is the epitome of Bernie not giving a fuck. Right here. If you were this kid at 23 years old, just living it, man. Just, yeah, man.
And he's naked.
Yeah, man. Like, he does not care. Like, does not care. He's just driving around a Lambo and just driving around like whatever he wants.
He was a teenager, man. He had a fast car. It's like what happened to Philippoussis.
Yeah.
Mark.
All of them.
Mark Philippoussis.
Dude,
The scud.
Scud, man.
I love how, like, that happened to Baghdadis, happened to Philippoussis, happened to Tomic. I've seen a pattern of, like, wogs making some quick cash playing a sport and then just disappearing, man. Like, milk it out as much as they can. Don't give a fuck. Yeah, we're fine. You know what I mean?
Well, Philippoussis has come out and said, yeah, I'll coach him if he wants as well.
Philippoussis coach.
Dude, he will destroy Nick's career. They'd get on the coke.
I don't know if Philippoussis was a coach.
Nick Kyrgios must find his own coach rather than leaving it to his management, says Mark Philippoussis. In other words, hey, Nick, give me a call. I'm jobless. I've got no money. Hook me up, man.
Scud's waiting.
Yeah. Literally,
Scud
yeah.
missile.
Yeah, but, look, just tennis players, man. They're just pussies. Just
Come back to that, man.
But it's in AFL everything. The kids are getting on drugs and shit. It's just that
no, you're right. It's
young, money, fucking fame, and then you become good after a while. Unless you've
about
been
it.
cousins and you just...
think about it. Put
Yeah,
yourself
become
in that position. You're 21 and you've already made $5 million, and you're driving around a fucking $500,000 car.
Said it before, I'll say it again. I'd be dead for sure.
Yeah, if you haven't worked like a normal job, then you have no grip on that.
Yeah.
And fuck, man, what do you give a shit?
And it's not Kyrgios' fault because he's been training since he was a kid. So he hasn't had that chance to live a normal life. It's tennis and whatever. Who knows if his parents have
I'm
pushed him into
seriously
it.
just seeing him, picture him at like the brick wall, man, just banging it over the net, that line that's painted on. Just boom, boom, boom. And then when he wants to work on his overhead smash, hits the totem tennis. You know what I mean? I can't get past that image. He's like, you nailed it. It's fucking hilarious. Have you seen the? That's what the tennis pisses me off.
I'm gonna have a smoke because I'm.
Yeah, go. Who's stopping you? Smoke.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to smoke up this place.
Smoke it up.
Smoke up, Johnny.
I'll breathe towards that opening in the window over there.
This is what pisses me off with the tennis, man. It brings up all the ads, you know, like for all the shit. Like they play the same fucking ads over and over again.
Wait, have you heard that when it stops in middle of the tennis and it goes, attention,
please.
Why?
Yeah.
A new season of Home and Away, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Fuck off, man.
They got you. They got you with the annoying voice. Cause you remember.
It's always the same
God.
ad.
Yeah,
Have you
you're
seen
right. Yeah.
Have you seen the ad for MKR?
I've
Dude,
I've watched TV and so.
Paleo boy. Can I ask you a question quickly?
Yeah.
That guy, that
Pete
paleo guy.
Evans. Pete Paleo Evans. Is that who it is?
If he's so strict about his diet and what he eats, how can he taste test stuff on MKR?
Oh, because they pay him money.
Yeah, but what a hypocrite.
Yeah, but they pay him.
What a fucking joke, man.
Like Krusty as soon as the cameras are off.
when he eats the Krusty burgers. I'm not eating this poison.
It's probably just like an attention-seeking thing and something that he can like go down that path and you know what I mean. Like he probably doesn't even believe it.
You pay people enough money, they'll do anything. You pay me $1 more than what I'm getting right now to do this podcast, I'll be off, man. It was nice seeing you, fellas. And, good luck with That's Not Right.
I'll jerk off Tim for $10. Fuck it, I'll do it for free.
You're disgusting.
What's out of enjoyment?
It may lead to more work. You know what I mean?
Just to feel that wad.
Just to get the CV up and running, you know what I mean? Like, have given hand jobs. On air.
Have encountered large dongs.
Have you seen
attributes?
stats?
Hand jobs.
Can handle a boa constrictor.
Have you seen the ad for MKR?
No, not recently.
Dude, it's always through the tennis.
I don't want to see it.
You can't avoid the fucking ad, right? Because it's always between a set or a point or whatever. There's one dickhead on this ad, like I don't know his fucking name, but they're playing him as like the angry guy.
There's always one.
Yeah, like
Always.
they're playing,
Always.
and there's like, and he says some stupid shit like, "I'll flip the table over." If you see him, dude, if you bring up the cast for like the contestants for MK,
There's always
the cast.
that guy.
Oh,
Like the
cast.
cast. It is the
quickly.
cast. It's the cast.
I'm going to throw this out to you. I'm going to look it up now.
Yeah.
But one of you cunts have to come in with me. I'm going to apply for the block, man.
Home renos.
Shit, man.
Did I ever do?
Can I be the
Can you
boat?
imagine us
Can I be the?
on the block?
I'm pretty sure. Did I ever mention it on an early podcast? Did I ever tell you about what would happen if they ever had wogs on the block?
I think you did mention it on an earlier
Was it on a podcast or not? I don't know. I know. I said
I want to be on the block. I want to do it and just
Can I be the bogan mate that comes over?
Hey,
Hey,
with the
nigga.
beers.
brings the stato filled with tools.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like angle grinder on
With
the
the
floor.
On the floor.
So what was I looking up?
And you're pushing beer cans away while you're trying to get
Hang on, it's in here somewhere. Here it
You
is.
find like a buttered out smoke.
Hey Nick, this nail's hanging out of the floor. Nah, should be right.
When he comes out of the back seat, he's wearing a different beanie and he's got a smoke half wilted out of his mouth, like he found it. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the podcast, but I brought it
Start
up.
telling me and I'll tell you if I remember.
I was at work, like this is years ago, and they were doing an ad for the block or something, like during Smoko, and I'm just sitting there watching, and I said, "What are the wogs like on these shows? Okay, could you imagine actual like?" I asked, "Do they get a budget for?" You know, like, they get a budget for every reno they do, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as in, if your team Delta, like, you get $100,000 or whatever to do the reno. And I said, I love how they're all struggling to, like, make budget by the end of it. Like, they're all panicking because, like, nothing gets done.
Yeah, yeah.
And somehow they've blown through, like, $50,000. They don't know how.
Yeah.
And the team falls
Standard.
apart.
Yeah.
Okay, can you imagine a bunch of Greeks, like, doing the same thing? Mate, okay.
Civil War.
Everyone would be like, because they always show the tradies rocking up at like 6:30 in the morning with the utes and the overalls, like getting ready to like start mixing plaster and shit. The Greek would rock up at like 11:45. He'd have an esky and a wog frap, like a takeaway coffee. Just rock up. He'd sit down, probably sleep for like 40 minutes, use a toilet, then disappear after lunch. They just disappear.
Down to the halls.
Down around the corner of the...
Disappear. He'd come back at like 6:30 when everyone's gone. And be like, no, fuck this. He'd take shit home for the like Rena's that needs to do at his daughter's house.
man. Planks of wood.
He'd be sitting there with his wood. He'd be sitting there with his Greek paper in the afternoon. Smoke. Listening to 3XY. He'd fill his hesky up with like taps and nails. And then he'd come back at like 1 in the morning and start painting with Greek radio just blaring. And he's leaving at 6 a.m. when everyone else is coming back.
It's like, Dimitri, can you please turn that down? Yeah, fuck off. Hey, do you know we can still apply it? It closes 4th of Feb.
You're applying. I'm not applying. I'm not good with home renos.
So listen to this. No, you don't have to.
I can be your gay partner.
No. It says here, this is the criteria. Couples must be aged between 18 and 65. Check. Energetic with a sense of humour.
Energetic.
We're fine.
He's just asleep.
Sense of humour, debatable.
Successful couples must be available for a 10 to 12 week shoot period. Exact dates to be confirmed. You cannot work, not able to work during that short shoot period. Previous home renovation experience is an asset, but not required.
Just handing fucking nail guns to anyone.
Yeah, I fixed my door once.
I put up a floating shelf at this guy's house.
all my flat packing shit. I rock up with 2 screwdrivers and a drill. Yeah, let's do this.
I'm ready.
WD-40 and a screwdriver.
And the celly super glue.
I can lube up a hinge.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Do you know what I can see? The van, his work van, just pulling in.
Free sponsorship, man.
9:45, and we're just sitting there hungover, just haven't shaved. Like, oh, you're here late today. Just listen, mate. Give me 5 minutes. Disappears to one of the porta dunnies and just stays in there for like an hour.
Nick, really? You come out?
Smoke billowing out of the back.
I've already smoked half a pack.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
The whole time he's just standing around watching other people
And
doing
you know how
this
that
shit?
foreman guy always gives people shit? Could you imagine him? Hey, shut the fuck up,
Just
dickhead.
shut up, man. Leave me alone. Just fuck off for now.
Let me nail this board into the window.
I'd totally be siphoning supplies out, man.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Reselling the wood down at Bollins.
Dude, I'd be stealing shit from there for sure, man.
Yeah, man.
Are you serious, man? And they get quality supplies, man. It's not like... I'd be backing the van up. The big one, too. The big van, not the small one. The big one, just loading, like, sheets of planks of wood.
I always
Plaster
wondered,
sheets.
like, why the fuck that is... Oh, and the wog would always come back with a guy that wasn't registered to the show, like some random,
his mate.
uncle, like some random uncle, Left Eddie. You know what I mean?
The floorboard guy, like the floorer.
That's right. He put the floating floorboards in his grandmother's house.
It's like, is he registered? No, I'd be fine. All right.
Like, he's wearing like the Orlando Magic hat.
And the chicken splatty shirt.
And just old slippers with paint on
Hey,
them.
man, but he's got the white wife beater underneath.
And you know what the funny part was?
Coffee
though?
stains.
I was at work. This was like 2 years ago, easy, and I was dying
Fuck,
over
we're
this.
on it.
I seriously couldn't stop laughing about it. And when we were talking about it, Ruthie was there as well. He's like, what are you laughing about? So I explained to him, look at these cunts all freaking out about budgets and they need to get a qualified Sparky and this and that. I go, man, would you be doing that shit? He goes, murder, I just call my dad. He just called his dad.
Call his old man.
Yeah,
He's gonna fix it.
that's what blocks do. They just call the old man because he can do it. Like, that's it. It's like, yeah, man, my old man.
Where did you get the extra supplies? I know a guy. I know a guy.
I called my dad. Like, that's it.
They're filming. They start filming this guy's old guys in there drilling stuff. Who are you?
These cunts would honestly start like 3 weeks after everyone else and rap 2 weeks before because they had his daughter's wedding to go
And
to
then
or
he,
something.
and then he, where's my money? You know what I can see though? No, this just reminds me of my grandfather. We used to go to jobs with him, right? 'Cause he's a painter. He used to take his little gas thing to make his Greek coffee. To make his Greek coffee, man. No, man. As they take a little gas thing with a stovetop thing, just a one burner. I could see the old guy sitting out there right, just making a Greek coffee, man. Like, because they usually go get food for these cunts, and you see it on the show, mate. The old Greek cunts in there making Greek coffee. Would anyone like?
Yeah. Dinner the mothers, just a loaf of bread
And feta, just like.
It'd be like his uncle and a random Vietnamese guy that does the plastering.
Jimmy the Vietnamese guy. You can see it.
You need to be on the block and you need to do this.
Is that
I need
allowed?
to be on
I was
the
just gonna
block.
say, is that allowed? Can you bring anyone in to do?
Nah, I think they have to do checks, like registered checks. But I think if they're qualified, no.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. Trust me, he's alright.
You know what? Fuck him. Let him kick me off. I don't give a fuck. I'll be on the show.
I swear to Christ.
Mate, you know what? As soon as they kick me off, I just be like, that's not right. Hashtag.
Dude,
Honestly, man. Promote the pod, man. That's what I want to do.
That's the whole
Think about it.
dude, who did all the handyman work around like your mum's house or whatever? Your grandfather or you?
Me or my grandfather mostly, and then I got older and then I would
Yeah,
do it.
obviously when you got old enough
Yeah,
to handle the
yeah,
tools, you did.
yeah.
Who does handyman shit around your house? As in, like, when you were a kid.
tape.
When you were a kid, to like now.
Your old man. Yeah.
Your old man?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I remember like like from say 10 years
The red
ago.
toolbox, I'll never forget it.
So your solution is gaffer tape and like just a pin.
Like that's the thing. My old man,
MacGyver over here.
he wasn't a handyman. Like he couldn't.
Bush Ranger specs.
The old man couldn't build anything, man. He could destroy shit in like minutes. Like ask him to level a house. Like, can you see like the white dudes with like the construction hat going through like safety checks and nails and shit? Oh man, they have a hammer, man. Just start fucking
plowing into walls.
knocking load-bearing walls down.
That's a retainer wall. Nah,
I swear to God, for the longest time, man, we had an old dude from up like in Faulkner somewhere, man, or Reza or Laylaw. He used to train it. Yeah, he used to train it. He used to train it down to my mum's.
His tools.
And he'd be doing like rendering, like just small shit like that during the day. And my mum would honestly pay the guy, like give him a bit of cash and a feed. And a few times, like I'd come home from work or something and I'd drive him to like the train station.
Just to be nice.
Like literally, I'd give him a lift to the station and that was it.
Yeah.
But he'd build half the house, man. Like,
You know what? Though? I love working with tools.
Yeah.
So
I have now that I've got, as I get older, I've loved like working with my hands.
yeah, I love painting. I love cutting shit. I love drilling. This guy knows. Like I'm all about that shit. I love it. So I reckon being on the block would be funny as fuck. And even if they kick me off, I just promote the pod, man. I don't give a fuck.
Full publicity.
just
man.
wearing t-shirts, putting up the stickers on other people's bathroom finishings, ripping it off the ceramic, the paint comes off.
A beautiful feature wall. That's not right in the middle.
Yeah, and like if they're filming, just get a sticker and just like, how you going, mate? Pat him on the back and put a sticker on the back.
We knew a girl that was on the block, or was it? What's
No,
the
we
other
knew
one?
her. She went to South Oakley.
Yeah,
Secondary.
that Beck girl.
Yeah, she went to school.
Yeah, was that the block? How many of those shows are there?
No, the
Like,
block. Then there's Renovation Rescue and all that. No, the block was the original one.
Renault Rumble. What the fuck's that? Another one.
Is that new?
There's like 10 of them.
Oh, yeah. No. The block is obviously the one that everyone. Because the block you make more money. Because if your house sells last season, what did he make? The company made like 800 grand.
What do you mean?
So you reno your house and whatever, and then it goes to auction. So they set a reserve price. So say they've reserved it for $1 million. Once they get their $1 million, anything that goes over the reserve, you make. So if it sells for 1.7, you make 700 grand. But if your house sells for like $1,050,000, you make $50. I'll be so pissed, man.
So hang on a second. Is that like as your prize, right?
Yeah.
But every couple gets a chance to.
To sell their house.
Yeah.
Can you do your own marketing for it?
No, it's all set up. They have like an auctioneer and shit coming.
Fucking hell, man. I'd literally be posting pamphlets all over the joint, man.
But people know. So I'd be sending out texts, man. Just fucking like, you know.
Do you actually get any other money?
You do throughout the show. You get like an extra 10
So how do
grand,
you
or you
win?
get.
How do you actually win the show?
If you get the most money on your reserve, you get an extra, I think, extra prize or some shit, or you get a
So I
holiday.
can slap in another 50k.
Yeah, and you get a holiday, and you get benefits, and you get sponsorship to do commercial. Like a lot of those kinds have done mod 10 commercials and like all that kind of stuff.
But to win the actual show, it's like voted by judges, right?
Yeah.
Up until
Up until
Do
the auction.
do they have a whole system where they boot someone off the island every week, or
No.
is it
No.
Is that they
No,
don't
once
put
you're
them
on,
off
no. Once you're on, you're
so
on.
it's like 10 couples or whatever, and they just go to the end.
And you get to sleep there, and you should just be going there racking people's wallets, man.
Power tools, man.
Yeah, man.
We lost another angle grinder.
Let's see what Jimmy's got in his wallet today.
I never understood that show because you always see them working like side by side and arguing and shit.
Yeah, because they get assigned an area each. So you might get like the bedroom and the ensuite. Someone will get
What
the
if you
kitchen.
simply can't do it? What if they want you to do the?
No, but they've got actual workmen that come in and
So then what are you meant to be doing?
It's all for the show. It's all for the show. They always
You
get
design it, you do choose the decor,
and you still
blah, blah, blah.
like
and you
chip
do
in,
work.
you paint a little bit, you do whatever.
But could we go on and literally not do any work?
Oh, you might have to paint, but
No. I mean, like,
just kick
I
back.
go on. I got my laptop and my iPod and start doing.
I think you're required to do a little bit of work.
But they have tradies that just help you out.
Yeah, of course. They get
help you finish
tilers.
it because
Yeah,
you're not
they
gonna
get
finish it by
tilers
yourself.
coming in. They get like tilers and like all sorts of people.
Like, Nick's not going to finish a whole room by himself,
You
right?
should. That's the competition. You want to earn that money?
I'm Greek. I'll finish it.
Yeah, dude. Back to the
Mate,
story, man.
money.
Money changes everything.
How much is this show worth? Leftini! Get all the boys in!
Apostolic!
Get all the boys in, mate! Hey, Malaka, we've got to finish this quick,
Hang on a
man.
second, man. So, how many traders are you assigned? Like, say if you're doing the bathroom, right? I'm saying this because I don't think I've ever sat through a whole show.
So if you have, so you'll get like a builder, and then you'll get like, if you have like a whole, like if you choose tiles, you get a tiler come in, and if you can't do it yourself,
But it also comes down to the budget. So if you can't afford that trader, you
then
have
you
to do it yourself.
Yeah.
What rates are they working at? Is it a union site?
Listen to my questions. Once it hits 35.2 degrees, can I stop the cool down?
I'm thinking like a producer, man. I'm thinking of where I could save money and where I could actually, how much work I would actually have to do.
Well, if we apply, we find out all these things.
No, I'm not applying to this shit. No
you
way.
wouldn't?
You two would be alright, on it?
'Cause, I mean,
Could you
sometimes,
imagine us on the block?
sometimes a guy and a girl go on, and the girl, like, she doesn't have any building experience, so she'll just go to the shops and like look for stuff and buy things and organise
Yeah, Johnny
that
can
side
be
of
the
it.
Johnny can be the bitch.
Can you source the stuff anywhere? Or do you have to go to
Awesome.
Bunnings or Mitre 10 or whatever?
Or sponsored. So you have to go.
So you have to go to their-
Is it Timber Home Hardware? Like companies that sponsor the show, that's where you have to go. Like Reese, you go to Reese to pick up all your bathroom shit and.
So you have to use their sponsors. Yeah. Fuck that! Too much money I would save if I just went around that and started using my own
I'd get a
supplies.
Bowens, man.
eBay,
eBay. Dude, eBay,
20.
Gumtree.
eBay 20 plasterboards, $10 from China.
Gumtree, pick up in Nunawading.
No, but I'm pretty sure you can get stuff. Some
you
stuff,
can.
like the
I think-
major stuff, has to be from the sponsors.
Yeah, I think like certain weird items you can shop around, because I think I've seen them go into obscure shops and
you get
find weird bits of
yeah,
art and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You get to
But that'd
go
be
to
for like feature walls and shit.
Yeah, like-
But you also, they give you a car for 12 weeks. They give you that little Suzuki thing. I'd thrash the shit.
I've been doing pizza deliveries at night.
Uber.
Hey, aren't you on the Uber? Hey, aren't you on the block? That'll be $12.50. Imagine getting picked up by the block car. Just rocking up.
I'm just picturing an Uber, man. It just gets in. You're at Bunnings or Bowens, and they're trying to load like steel into it, and you've got a passenger just sitting in the back.
Just duck down.
Mate, just move your head for a second. You want to hold on to this? This massive sink, just dump it in his lap.
You're not going to wear your seatbelt, you'll be right.
Oh, fuck.
I can't.
But you know what? No matter what show it is, whether it's a cooking one or a renovation one or whatever it is, there's never a meal or a room or anything that just goes smoothly once.
No, but that's the drama of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They always make it more than what it is. They probably tell you,
And-
don't finish this yet. Let's just...
Every time I watch it, I just cringe at like the way it's edited. Like someone will say something, then it'll just edit to like someone else's face from like a different time of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like looking,
Like they're clearly outside in the sun.
Yeah.
They're not having dinner at the table.
like you can just tell it's so disgusting.
That's editing, man. It's editing.
But it's all about the drama more than the food.
Honestly, man, this all came up just because of that one idiot's face. I don't even know his name. It just, they play him off as the angry dude, and then they...
Angry Mark.
And they edited in, like, the Green Hulk, because he, like, cracked it.
Dun, dun.
And he just said, yeah, he goes, I'll flip the table. If I was sitting at that table and this prick tried to, like, arc up, I'll flip the table, like, I'm gonna break your fucking teeth, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
Eat the meal and be quiet. You know what I mean? Dude...
That is why you will not get on MasterChef, my friend.
If we were all at dinner and having a conversation about something or whatever, and someone said some angry shit like that, like I'll flip the table, or like
You ain't gonna do nothing.
dude. Would you just sit there
hero.
and take it like, I feel a bit threatened, or that was a bit rude. I'm like, mate, just shut the fuck. Who are you?
Sit down, dickhead.
Especially if you don't know the person,
Yeah, yeah.
man. If you don't know the person, you generally treat them
Yeah,
pretty
you'd be like, sit
diplomatically.
down, dickhead.
Yeah, like, sit down.
Fuck are you?
He looks like the type of bloke that would get bullied in every workplace he's ever worked in his entire life, man.
It's one of those in every season, dude. One of those.
Oh,
days.
Every year.
Oh,
And they give them like nicknames on the ads, like
yeah.
the mongrel or something.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. I don't know why I said
Yeah,
mongrel.
they just find these dregs of life and they put them on fucking reality TV. Only reason I know it is because I was watching the tennis.
And they say to them, be a dickhead, it'll sell.
Yeah.
Be an idiot.
Do you know what the funniest one
Be the
was?
hated one.
I had a mate, a guy I used to work with years ago, this Irish dude, and he's living in Perth now, actually.
Timmy O'Toole.
He's got a...
What's his name?
His
Timmy
name's
O'Toole.
Galen O'Connor. Galen O'Connor.
Cunts are fucked. I love every time.
Did he play Gaelic football, Timmy?
Actually, he did. He played in the Melbourne League as well. There's actually a Melbourne League for Gaelic football.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Huh? I'm surprised he's not gambling on it and you don't know the background of every player ever existed.
Galen O'Connor, number 12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Best
that
and
guy.
fairest.
I remember my multi last week with the Korean ping pong. No, he was up north, man. He was in Brizzy or something on the Gold Coast. He was he was at Bondi. Remember that show, Bondi Rescue, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was floating around in the water and he got caught in a rip. Dude, he's put his arms up like frantically waving to the lifeguard.
No one came.
The camera crew came first. The
So
camera
he could
crew
be
from Bondi
drowning.
Rescue. Like he's lying there thinking, fuck, I'm going to drown. And a camera crew came out in a little dinghy and started asking questions. And he's like, looked at him because he's Irish. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm drowning.
How much are you panicking on a scale of 1 to 10?
Dude, I swear to God. And then they sent the fucking lifey out there to rescue him and then pulled him back to shore. But they sent the camera
ridiculous.
crew out before they sent
To make it worth it.
After they filmed him struggling for a little bit. Just
Yeah,
before the
the
guy
guy's drowning. He's got his arms out and they're just filming him.
We've got the Irish tourist
Yeah, mate, give me the...
drowning in a rip.
Give me the 20mm lens, mate. We want to get a nice close-up of the eyes.
That's fucked.
How insulting is that, man?
That's,
Mate, I'd get,
Is that taking the piss? or is
man,
that
I'd get dragged out and start throwing
that's fucked
swings,
up.
man. They'd drag me out, I'd get up, and I'd jump back in.
Cough the water out of
that's
his
it.
blood.
And you know what? I'd run back in and deck the guy with my
That's fucking drowning.
The fuck is wrong with you? You fucking idiot.